Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today will be my final review. I'm going to be taking a look at a film I looked at quite recently actually, Sonic 2. I just heard about its release maybe a month or two ago. I saw the original film and I really liked it, and I've always been excited to wait for the second one, and it's finally out, so I decided to go to the theater to check it out for myself, and I've got a lot to say about it. So, the first film, Sonic the Hedgehog, I kind of liked it, though I was a little disappointed that there wasn't the inclusion of Tails or Knuckles, the other Sonic characters. It was quite literally just Sonic battling Eggman, but it was still a good movie. It was still pretty fun. And a lot of there was still some references. Sonic had his rings and everything, and there was, of course, Eggman with the robots. But I didn't really, I couldn't take the feeling that it wasn't really a Sonic movie. It was just a movie with Sonic in it. But it was still a fun experience. But I was a little disappointed. But then Sonic 2 came around, and I was kind of hyped because I already heard beforehand that it was more like a Sonic movie to the original. So then I go, okay, so then I'm like, okay, so this one's going to be a little bit better. So I go into the theater, and yeah, it was really good. And yeah, it was definitely more of a Sonic movie. It starts off in Hiddenville, whatever, Sonic with his family. But then Tails is included. He finds Sonic and everything. Yeah, it's and also there's Knuckles, who is discovered by Eggman. Eggman is trapped in that mushroom world, and he's been trapped there for just under a year. I think it was 200 whatever days. And he makes a machine that sends a signal, and then Knuckles found him, and then they work together to defeat Sonic, to try to, and everything. So yeah, it definitely felt more of a Sonic movie, especially since the thing they were all hunting was the Master Emerald, which is I believe what a lot of the games focused on. I haven't really played a lot of the Sonic games, so I don't know the actual story, but I could definitely tell that this was more based off the Sonic games than the first. Yeah, so it's basically Sonic and Tails versus Eggman and Knuckles battling each other to try to get the Master Emerald first, because the Master Emerald, whoever possesses it, has the power to create whatever they want in their mind. And of course, we don't want Eggman or Knuckles to get that, because then they're gonna do some really bad things. So yeah, so Knuckles and Tails do everything they can to stop them. Yeah, so it was definitely more of a Sonic movie. I really liked it. I definitely liked the second movie more than the first, and it was even honestly more the jokes landed as well, in my opinion. Okay, and there wasn't as much of an implication of the humans. It was more focused on Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and whatnot, which I personally enjoyed more. But there was a couple scenes that were really focused on the humans, the wedding scene, with the FBI agent and all that. That was one scene, and of course the rings got switched. Big surprise. And actually, in the wedding scene, well, not the wedding scene, but a little afterwards with the humans, it had the funniest part in my opinion. It's just when one of the girls, I forget her name, she points the gun at the FBI general, and he's just what are you gonna do with that little thing? It's are you sure that thing even works? And she's like, oh, let's find out. And she points at the cake, and it explodes, and she's like, oh yeah, it works. I don't know why, but that scene is just it was just so funny, in my opinion. I love that scene. But enough of that. Another really good scene is when Robotnik, whatever, he gets the Master Emerald after deceiving Knuckles, because he was just using Knuckles to get to the Emerald. He didn't care about the truce they made that Knuckles would get the Emerald or whatever. So he, of course, steals the Emerald, and then he becomes hella powerful. He honestly, after he gets the Emerald, he didn't really seem human even. He seemed really robotic, and he didn't have any personality anymore. he seemed like a little okay. He had that like possessed feel to him after he had the power of the emerald, and it was really unsettling actually when he like went to his like other two friends. Yeah, it was really unsettling, and it was kind of creepy and everything. And also he used what he did with the emerald. He used its power to create a giant robot version of himself to try to defeat Sonic and Tails, which was really scary because Sonic and Tails don't have the power of the emerald, so it's not going to go well for them. But what actually happens, because Knuckles got betrayed by Eggman, the three of them actually end up working together to defeat him, and it actually pays off in the end. Tails distracts him, and then Knuckles sneaks up behind him and gets the emerald out of him. He like gets the emerald out, but it's not over then actually, because Robotnik also had like backup energy in the robot, so it was still on it. But and the thing is, Sonic has the emerald, but then the emerald died. Like it like broke, basically, and it's separated into its original Chaos Emeralds. I mean, the Chaos Emeralds from the Kinda tribe. But and then like Robotnik is about to crush him with his like giant robotic foot. But the thing is, at the last second, the Chaos Emeralds combined with Sonic, and he becomes like Golden Sonic, and then he ultimately defeats Dr. Robotnik and saves everybody. I don't know if there's gonna be a third movie. The way that it ended, I feel like there will be actually, because like you don't see Robotnik die, and at the end of the film, like after the credits, a lot of films like had that end credit scene. The end credit scene, it shows that his servant or whatever, well not servant, his assistant or whatever, survived, and also that he was working on a secret project for like 50 years or something, and it showed like a glimpse of Shadow in like his laboratory, like it was a top secret experiment. So I'm personally I'm really excited to see if there's gonna be a third movie, because if there is gonna be a third movie, it would be really cool to see like Shadow be like maybe like the villain or something. Maybe even Robotnik didn't actually die. And maybe they'll add more Sonic characters, like maybe Amy or something, and that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what more they do with Sonic, because I really enjoyed Sonic 2. It's definitely up there in movies, especially like video game based movies. It's definitely up there for those. Out of 10 for Sonic, I actually would give it a 9 even. I can't get enough of it. It's so good. It doesn't get a 10 out of 10 just because it's like there's still a little bit that could have been improved. But hey, I typically rank stuff out of enjoyment, and I had a hell of a fun time with it. I watched it with one of my friends. We just couldn't stop laughing. It was a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that is what I've got to say about Sonic 2. Yeah, and sadly, this will be my last review I do on the channel. So, thank you for being on the channel. If you were, I appreciate that, and I hope these reviews have helped you, decide for yourself, what movies are worth watching or not. Yeah, just like take what I've said like in this perspective. Like obviously these are opinions, not fact. So of course everyone's gonna have different opinions to me, but this is just what I felt about the certain movies I have watched. I appreciate you guys staying on, and maybe I'll come back at some point, but we'll have to see. But anyways, thank you guys, and I will see you guys later possibly. Goodbye.